Ready to spread the fingers out some more? Welcome to Guitar Chords Info Stream, Phase 8, Spreading Out, Part 2. In Part 2, we're going to talk about another chord that I've been warning you about, and that chord is C, and it sounds like this. So as you can see, our chords are starting to sound a little bit more stable and fuller and a little bit more robust, so you're really coming along. And once again, to make the C chord, you just do the C major 7th, as you learned back in Phase 2, but your first finger we want to put on the 2nd string at the 2nd fret. So we would go from 2 So breaking the C chord down one string at a time, on the 5th string we have our 3rd finger at the 3rd fret. On the 4th string we have our 2nd finger at the 2nd fret. 3rd string is open. The 2nd string, we have our 1st finger at the 1st fret. And the 1st string is open. Now I'd like to strum the C chord for you some. And a couple of pitfalls I'd like to talk to you about when it comes to the C chord is, first of all, we don't want to play the 6th string when we do our C chord. That kind of sounds a little muddy. And you know, just to sidetrack for a brief moment here, the interesting thing about this phenomena is the note E, that's what we're playing when we play the 6th string open. That's why it's also called the E string. The note E is theoretically part of the C chord, but it doesn't sound good when we add this. It still sounds discordant when we play the 6th string with it. And that's an interesting thing about music theory itself. Our ear is the final judge as to whether something is right or wrong. If it sounds right, it is right, even if it breaks every rule in every book ever written on music theory. If it sounds wrong, it is wrong, even if the textbooks say it's right. And that's not knocking music theory, because I'm going to teach you a lot about fretboard theory coming up. Man, I just dropped my pick. See, I told you that could happen back in the beginning. It still happens to, well, it happens to all of us on occasion. So, yeah, music theory, it definitely has its place. But for now, we just want to get our fingers on the fretboard and have our chords sounding right. So please spend some time strumming the C chord and enjoying the sounds of it. And don't neglect your resolving your 7th chords. That would be a good thing for you to do. And also whatever chord progressions that I've showed you so far. For instance, the one with the in the same phase as resolving 7th chords, the one with A major 7th, and A 7th, and D and such. Those kind of things. You're really getting to the point now where you'll depend more on playing these little chord progressions and such, and resolving 7th chords for remembering your chords and keeping them fresh in your mind, more so than actually practicing each chord individually. Even more evidence that you're turning the corner. So when you think you've spent enough time enjoying the sounds of the C chord, then meet me in phase 3 and we'll learn some more. I look forward to seeing you there. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, helping the channel out.